people of Israel had escaped their biggest danger now that the Egyptian army no longer existed, and they were safe for the time being. But further trials and difficulties faced Moses and his people as they began to cross the wilderness.
Father, it's so hot, and I'm so thirsty.
I'm afraid we're all thirsty, son. Sharon had the last of our water this morning. Let's hope we soon find some.
But isn't there any water left? Not the least little drop?
Suddenly, shouts of excitement were heard from the head of the caravan, while those further back strained to hear what was happening.
What are they saying? Water? Sharon, do you hear?
Water? They found water.
I think I see it. Up there ahead.
Water at last.
Now I can have a drink. I think it's the most beautiful thing I have ever seen. Water. This water doesn't smell right to me. It smells awful. It smells like brackish water to me. Maybe it's no good for drinking.
I'll taste it. Ooh, it's bitter as gall.
Bitter? You mean it's no good?
Poison you if you drink it.
Oh, what shall we do? What shall we do? We can't go on any further. We'll die of thirst. I tell you, we'll die.
Lord, thou knowest that thy children are thirsty, yet the water which they have found is salt and unfit to drink. Help thou thy children.
Be not downhearted, Moses. Take the branches of the trees that thou seest and cast them into the water.
Why is Moses throwing tree branches into the water?
I haven't the slightest idea.
Now he's drinking the water.
It must be all right, then.
Can we drink some too?
No, I'll try it first. I want to make sure the water's all right. It is sweet and fresh. Here, Sharon, Mebad, drink all your fill. You too, dear.
Oh, isn't it wonderful? A direct miracle of God.
With their faith and their strength renewed by the fresh water, the Israelites were soon ready to move on again. And towards evening they came to Elim, where there were 12 wells of water and 70 palm trees. And they encamped there by the waters. They rested at Elim for some weeks because Moses wanted them to be rested and strong for the next stage of their journey. When Moses felt that the people were rested sufficiently, he gave orders to resume the journey. For many days they traveled across that hot, dry wilderness, making camp at the most likely spots.
This journey is so tiring, and it's getting worse all the time.
Well, I almost wish that we'd never left Egypt. There's Moses over there, with a crowd around him. He's telling them something. Let's go closer and listen.
Now become all of you, for I have already spoken with the Lord about our lack of food, and I have his answer.
Answers aren't going to fill our stomachs.
How little faith you have. But tonight you shall have proof that our Lord looks after us and protects us.
And that evening, a mass of quail flew by, and the Israelites caught them and ate their fill. And in the morning, the dew lay around about the camp. And when it had gone up in the heat of the morning sun, behold, upon the face of the wilderness lay small round things, as small as the hoarfrost on the ground.
This is funny-looking stuff. I wonder what it is. I've never seen anything like it. Have you, Father?
It must be the bread that the Lord promised us.
My people, your attention, please.
It's Moses.
Last night you had your fill of meat, even as the Lord promised, and this manna on the ground is the bread which the Lord has given you to eat.
Bread?
Funny looking, isn't it?
This is the thing which the Lord hath commanded. Every one of you gather up enough for his needs for today, according to the size of his family. Take no more than you need, and leave none to keep till morning.
But some of the people gathered more than they needed, and by the following morning the manna had spoiled and bred worms and stank. And Moses was angry with them for having disobeyed.
Once again, some of you have disobeyed the Lord. He commanded you to gather only 1 day's supply. When you gathered more, it spoiled. So shall it be on all days except the Sabbath day. For 5 days you shall gather as much of it as you need for that day and no more. But on the 6th day you shall gather twice as much, and that manna shall not go bad. And you shall eat it on the Sabbath day, and on the Sabbath you shall do no work, and you shall rest in your place. For God so rested himself when he created the world.
And the people of Israel moved on from the wilderness of Sin, according to the commandment of the Lord, and camped at Rephidim, where there was no water for the people or animals to drink, so that they once more complained.
Mommy, I'm terribly thirsty. Can I have some water?
Can't you understand that I don't have any water to give you? Father, did you find any water?
No, Mother. There isn't any water anywhere.
Oh, why did we ever come with Moses? I'm sure he's going to kill us all with thirst. Go and ask him for water. He got us into this. Let him get us out.
The tent is up now. Go in with the children, dear, and rest. I will go to Moses.
Why do you find fault with me? Why do you try the Lord?
Why did you bring us and our children and our cattle up out of the land of Egypt in the first place if you're only going to let us die with thirst?
Moses withdrew from the crowd and cried unto God.
What shall I do with this people, angel? They are ready to stone me.
Pass on before the people, taking with you some of the elders of Israel, and take with you the rod with which you caused the parting of the Red Sea. God shall stand before you on the rock at Horeb, and you shall strike the rock, and water shall come out of it, that the people may drink.
Where's Moses going anyway? Perhaps he's trying to desert us. Why, he may even leave us out here to die.
Oh, I doubt if Moses would do that.
Where is Moses going, Father?
Looks like he's going up in that mountain.
We're stopping by that big rock.
Why, Father?
I'm sure I don't know.
The pillar of cloud is over the rock.
I wonder.
Wonder what, Father?
I don't know. But I do wish we had some water.
Father, Moses is striking the rock, and the rock is splitting. Just look at the water flowing out.
Not long after the children of Israel got water from the rock at Horeb, the army of the Amalekites, who lived near Rephidim, marched out to attack them. The Israelites had had no weapons when they left Egypt, but as they traveled, they had made weapons. And now Moses appointed young Joshua to lead the army and gave him orders for the first battle.
Joshua, here are your orders for our battle with the Amalekites. Choose 12 companies of your best men and prepare them for battle. Tomorrow I will stand upon the hill overlooking the plain. When I hold up my arms, it shall be the sign for you to advance. When my arms are at my sides, you shall fall back. The Lord will protect us.
Dear, I should be out for a few hours tonight. Joshua has asked a number of us to find out how large the Amalekite army is.
Do be careful. I don't like the idea of your spying on the Amalekites. What if you should be cold?
Don't worry, my dear. The same God who provided food and water for us will also take care of us tonight.
Much later that night, Sarah heard footsteps.
Is that you, dear?
Yes, Sarah.
Have the Amalekites got a very large army?
Yes, they have. God will have to help us if we're to win.
Sharon, let's climb the hill and watch the battle today. Father will be fighting.
Is Moses going to fight too?
No. Father says Moses will be on top of the hill where we are going. There's Moses with Aaron and Hur. Now he's raising his hands, and our soldiers are chasing the enemy. Now Moses' hands are down, and our men are running for cover.
Why does Moses raise up his hands like that?
I guess it has something to do with the Lord helping us to win the battle.
It looks like Aaron and Hur are holding Moses' hands up for him.
Aaron and Hur held Moses' hands up until sunset, and under the blessings of the Lord, the Israelites won the victory. In the third month of their long journey from Egypt, the children of Israel pitched their tents near Mount Sinai. And Moses went up to the top of the mountain, and the Lord spoke with him. Moses descended from the mountain, and, calling together the elders of the people, repeated God's words to them.
God instructs me to ask you a question. Will you obey his voice in all matters, and thus become his chosen people? What is your answer?
All that the Lord has spoken, we will do.
Moses again climbed to the top of Mount Sinai and told God what the people had promised to do. And the angel said unto Moses,
Go unto the people, Moses, and sanctify them today and tomorrow, and let them wash their clothes. And be ready against the third day, for the third day the Lord God will come down in the sight of all the people upon Mount Sinai.
And Moses went down from the mount and told the people to be ready on the third day for God's appearing on Mount Sinai.
Sharon, I thought you were going to help me wash these clothes. We've got to get them specially clean this time.
Why, Mommy?
Tomorrow is going to be the most important day of our lives, and we want to be sure to be prepared for it.
Is tomorrow going to be more important than the day we beat the Amalekites?
Much more important. Tomorrow, God himself is going to appear to us on top of Mount Sinai.
You mean we get to climb all the way to the top of the mountain?
Oh, no! God wants us to stay at the foot of the mountain so no one will get hurt.
I'd love to run right up to him and touch him.
Sharon! God is far too great and mighty for sinful people to go close to him.
Why, Mommy?
Oh, stop asking so many questions. We've got to get these clothes washed or they'll never be dry by tomorrow.
And it came to pass on the third day in the morning that there were thunders and lightnings and a thick cloud upon the mount, and the voice of the trumpet exceeding loud. And Mount Sinai quaked and was covered with smoke, because the Lord descended upon it in fire. And when the voice of the trumpet sounded long and waxed louder and louder, Moses called, and the angel of the Lord answered him, saying,
Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image. Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work, but the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. For in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth, the sea, and all that in them is, and rested the 7th day. Wherefore the Lord blessed the Sabbath day and hallowed it. Honor thy father and thy mother, that thy days may be long upon the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife, nor his manservant, nor his maidservant, nor his ox, nor his ass, nor anything that is thy neighbor's.
Thus was God's will made known to Moses, and through Moses to the people of Israel and to all nations for all time. Keeping law and order among 1 million men, women, and children was no easy task. True, every Israelite was expected to keep God's 10 commandments, but Moses soon found that a host of lesser rules and regulations affecting matters of day-to-day living were needed. At first, Moses himself tried to administer justice based on these man-made rules, but he found the job too heavy for one man. On the advice of Jethro, his father-in-law, he appointed a number of able men as rulers of thousands, of hundreds, 50s, and 10s to be judges of smaller matters, reserving only the very important cases for himself.
Nebat, Sharon, go and play with the other children.
How do we have to?
I've been appointed a judge by Moses, and I have important business to attend to.
Are you going to judge a case, Father?
Yes, now run along.
Let me stay and listen, Father. Please.
Well, all right, but you'll have to be absolutely quiet.
I promise, Father.
I, the son of Judah, ruler of 100 by virtue of the power granted to me by Moses our leader, now declare this court in session. Will the plaintiff please state his name?
My name is Silas, the son of Reuben.
And what is your complaint?
I charge Jael, the son of Dan, with assault.
Will the defendant come forward? Your name?
I'm Jael, son of Dan.
How do you plead, Jael?
Not guilty, Your Honor.
Why, you liar! You broke my
Address
arm and-
me, Silas, not the defendant. Now proceed with your charge.
Well, it was like this, Your Honor. It happened yesterday, just before noon. I was working for my neighbor. You probably know him, Elam. He's the fellow with the big scar on his face. That's where an Egyptian overseer gave him a cut with a whip. Well, where was I? Oh, yeah. I was repairing a broken wheel on Elam's wagon when all of a sudden Jael comes by. I say, "Good morning, Jael," or, well, maybe it was afternoon. It being so near noontime.
Never mind all that. Just tell us what happened.
Well, as I was saying, Jael comes up to me and takes a swing at me. Hits me here. Here, on the jaw. You can see the mark. Well, I'm not the one to take a thing like that lying down, so I let fly with my right. But I miss him. Next thing I know, he's grabbed my arm and pushed me over. I feel this big pain in my arm. The arm's broken, just snapped like a dry twig. Now, you
All
wouldn't
right,
think that,
Silas, just a
thinking that
moment. Just a moment. Now, is this true, Jael? Did you hit him and push him over?
Yeah, I guess so.
There you are. He admits he did it.
Yet you pleaded not guilty, Jael.
Well, I had good reason to hit him.
Whatever your reason, you still had no right to break his arm.
Oh, I didn't mean to break his arm. That was an accident.
All the same, it happened because you attacked him.
I had every right to hit him after what he said about my wife. Called her lazy. A face like a camel.
I never said any such thing.
Oh, yes, you did. Hiram told me you did.
Just a moment, you two. Silas, did you insult Jael's wife?
As God is my judge, I did not.
You're lying. Hiram repeated to me your very words.
Well, there's only one way to settle this. We'll ask Hiram. I wonder where he is.
I'll get him, Father. I know where he is.
All right, Nebat, run and bring him here. Is your name Hiram?
Yes, I am Hiram.
Did you tell Jael here that Silas insulted his wife?
Well, Your Honor, I...
Did you or didn't you? Jael says you did.
Well, yes,
Why did you do it?
He's just a troublemaker, common drunkard.
Had you been drinking?
Well, what of it?
And you made all this up about Silas insulting Jael's wife out of pure mischief, simply to make trouble?
Well, if it hadn't been for Silas, I would have got that job repairing Elam's wagon. It isn't the first time he's got a job of work instead of me.
Ah, now I get it. You bear Silas a grudge, so you hope to get him into trouble by spreading lies about him. That's it, isn't it?
Well,
that's the truth, isn't it?
Well, I guess it is.
Very sorry I hit you, Silas. If I'd only known it was all a pack of lies.
All the same, you did break his arm, Jael, and now he isn't able to work. The law quite clearly states here, I'll read it aloud. And if men strive together, and one smite another with a stone, or with his fist, and he die not, but keepeth his bed, if he rise again, and walk abroad upon his staff, then shall he that smote him be quit. Only he shall pay for the loss of his time, and shall cause him to be thoroughly healed.
But, Your Honor, I only hit Silas because I believed Hiram's lies.
I'm coming to that. Hiram is to blame as much as you. Therefore, you, Jael, shall pay for the loss of Silas' time, and you, Hiram, shall pay his physician until his arm is completely healed.
In this way, the rulers in the camp settled the everyday disputes and disagreements of the people. But if some really difficult or very important matter came to their attention, they consulted Moses, and he settled the issue. And the Lord said unto Moses, Come up to me into the mount, and be there. Then Moses, Joshua, and 70 of the elders of Israel went up to the Mount Sinai.
Moses, I think this is as far as we can go together. Some of the older men are getting tired.
Yes. Joshua will come a little further with me. Aaron, you and the elders wait here.
I wonder how long we will have to wait. Or if we'll ever see him again, if it comes to that. Oh, look! Look, the top of that mountain looks like it's on fire.
The sight of the glory of the Lord seemed like devouring fire in the eyes of the children of Israel. And Moses went into the midst of the cloud, up into the mount. And the angel of the Lord spoke to Moses, saying,
Moses, I want you to speak to the people, asking them to bring an offering.
Yes, angel, I shall. But what shall this offering be?
Gold and silver and brass, fine linens of blue and purple and scarlet, ram skins dyed red, and goat's hair cloth and badger skins and fine rare woods. Oil for a light, spices for anointing oil and for sweet incense, onyx stones and other jewels.
So it shall be. But what do you wish done with these gifts?
God wishes you to make him a sanctuary, that he may dwell among you.
A sanctuary?
Yes, a sanctuary, a tabernacle, a holy place where God shall dwell.
Yes, angel.
The tabernacle is to be 55 feet long and 18 feet wide, and divided into 2 rooms, the holy and the most holy.
Yes, angel.
The sides shall be made of wood, the finest and rarest. It shall be lined with pure gold, and there are to be 10 curtains of fine twined linen, with cherubim of gold worked into them.
Wood walls lined with pure gold. It shall be so. But the roof, what shall the roof be like? Wood also?
The roof is to be of 4 layers, the ceiling of fine linen dyed purple, blue, and scarlet. Then there shall be a layer of goat's hair, one of ram skins dyed red, and the last layer, the outer roof itself, of badger skins.
I shall remember, angel. But inside the tabernacle, the 2 rooms, the holy and the most holy, what shall we put in them?
In the holy place you shall put a table for 12 loaves of bread, to remind you that God shall supply all your needs. An altar on which to burn incense with your prayers and make sacrifice, and a candlestick, the 7 lights of which are never to go out, even as the light of truth shall burn forever.
7 lights to burn forever. It shall be so. But what of the most holy place? Is it to be separated by wooden walls?
The holy and the most holy place are to be separated by curtains, also of blue, purple, and scarlet, and with angels woven into them. And you shall make a box, an ark in which you shall place God's commandments. And you shall make a mercy seat of pure gold. 2 cubits and a half shall be the length thereof, and 1 cubit and a half the breadth thereof.
A mercy seat?
Yes, a mercy seat. And from there God will commune with you. For you must know that he has mercy for those that break his laws, if they repent their sins and ask forgiveness.
Indeed, I know that.
You shall make 2 cherubims of pure gold for the 2 ends of the mercy seat, and the cherubim shall stretch forth their wings on high, covering the mercy seat with them, and they will face each other across the seat, and there God will meet with you from above the mercy seat, between the 2 cherubims.
And at the end of 40 days, the Lord gave Moses 2 tablets of stone, upon which he had written his commandments with his own finger. As the weeks went by, and Moses failed to return from his communion with the Lord upon Mount Sinai, many of the Israelites forgot their promises of faith and devotion.
Come out of your tent. We wish to speak with you.
Yes, come on, Aaron.
We want to know.
Why have you gathered outside my tent?
We wish to know why it is that Moses is not here. It's been many weeks since he went up into the mount.
Now, you must be patient. Moses has not failed us yet, and he will continue to lead us safely to the land of Canaan.
But it's been so long. I think he's lost or dead.
Do not lose faith. The Lord our God will look after us.
We believe that he has forgotten us.
Yes.
He hasn't shown us any signs for a long time, and he's disappeared.
I think it was a big trick. Moses just tried to fool us.
No, wait. Listen to me, people of
We've
Israel.
listened long enough. Make us a god, Aaron. A god we can see and touch. A god we can really believe in.
Now, what are you saying?
Make us a god that we can worship. One that will be with us wherever we go. A real statue, an idol.
I can't do that.
You can if you want to live.
Yes, make us a god or we'll kill you.
All right. Bring me a lot of gold. The golden earrings of your wives, sons, and daughters. Bring it all to me, and I'll make you an idol.
And when the people brought the golden earrings to Aaron, he melted them and made them into a golden calf, and fashioned it with a graving tool. And the people said,
This is our God, O Israel, which brought us up out of the land of Egypt.
and Aaron built an altar before it, and proclaimed,
Tomorrow let us hold a feast unto this God.
Rising early the next day, the people offered burnt offerings and peace offerings to the golden calf. And they sat down to eat and to drink, and afterwards rose up to play. Meanwhile, upon Mount Sinai, the angel of the Lord said unto Moses,
Go, get thee down, for thy people which thou hast brought out of the land of Egypt have corrupted themselves. They have turned aside quickly out of the way which he commanded them. They have made a golden calf and have worshipped and sacrificed unto it. God has seen this people, and behold, it is a stiff-necked people.
Angel, why doth God's wrath wax hot against his people, which he hath brought forth out of the land of Egypt with great power and with a mighty hand? Shall the Egyptians say that for mischief God hath brought them out of Egypt, to slay them in the mountains? I pray God to turn from his fierce wrath, and to remember Abraham, Isaac, and Israel, his servants, to whom God said, I will multiply your people as the stars of heaven, and all this land that I have spoken of will I give unto your children, and they shall inherit it forever.
And Moses went down to rejoin Joshua, who had waited for him at the foot of the mount.
Ah, Moses, you've returned at last. You were gone so long I'd almost given you up as lost.
The Lord had many things to tell me.
What is that you're carrying?
These are 2 tables of stone. Behold, the Lord has written on them. They are his commandments.
The work of the Lord our God.
Written in his own hand, with his own finger.
As Moses and Joshua drew near the camp, they heard a strange noise.
Hey, listen, those shouts. There's noise of war in the camp.
No, listen more closely. It is the sound of dancing and merrymaking. Come, let us discover the cause.
And it came to pass, as soon as Moses came into the camp of the Israelites, he saw the golden calf and the dancing, and his anger grew violent. He cast the stone tables out of his hands, and they broke into 1,000 pieces. After which he took the golden calf, burned it in the fire, ground it into powder, and cast the powder into the water. And in his great anger he ordered the children of Israel to drink the water, so that the golden idol was utterly destroyed. Then he stormed into Aaron's tent.
Aaron, the people tell me it was you who fashioned this golden calf, this sinful idol. Is this true?
I am not to blame.
You made this golden calf, didn't you? If you are not to blame, then who is?
Now, don't be angry, Moses. It is the fault of the people. You know how they are, full of disbelief.
And you? Are you also full of disbelief?
Oh, no.
Then why did you mold this sinful statue?
I had no choice. The people threatened to kill me if I would not make them a god to worship. Oh, Moses, don't look at me so. I had to obey the people. I cannot serve the Lord if I am dead.
Aaron, we serve the Lord in many ways. Is your love of God as weak as that?
Oh, no, no. Oh, I am sorry, Moses. I don't know what came over me. Will the Lord forgive me?
I don't know. But I can tell you this. The Lord our God is full of kindness and understanding.
May God forgive me and grant that I may never fail him so again.
And Moses left Aaron's tent, still full of anger and determined to find and punish those who had been responsible for persuading so many of the people to worship the golden calf.